try that again. All right, so I'm starting out. I'm looking at the 5 on my dice. The 5 speaks on loss and conflict, but it's making a backwards facing triangle. See how it's making a triangle going backwards to the past. So I'm looking at trouble from the past is causing you trouble in the future. All right, so there's some things that need to be worked through. I'm looking at an alliance being formed. This is where we learn to link up and join forces with others. A sense of community. Sometimes when we're trying to work on building projects or bringing certain parts of your life into fruition, it's going to be important that we work with community. I'm also looking at some downloads taking place. I'm looking like an elevated consciousness. You're going to be getting downloads coming up. New ideas are going to be popping inside your mind. Right? And there's going to be ideas about stability, the number 4. So I'm looking at you looking for something, trying to figure out something. Maybe you're looking at the world, trying to understand how the place works, how reality works, or how money works. The coins represent the 3D physical space. There's some type of sadness that you're holding on to right now. Something you don't want to let go of. It clouds your judgment, keeps you stuck in lower vibratory states of consciousness, and we begin to spiral downwards. So we have to pull ourselves. This is Artax. Betray you pulling Artax out of the swamps of sadness. You must lift yourself up by the bootstraps, and we turn away from focusing on negative things from the past. Even negative things you have going on now, we want to begin to focus on how to get out of the situation. So I'm looking at you learning new ways to cope with chaos, cope with trauma. I'm looking at chaos inside the mind. If you're not careful with your thoughts will begin to ruin your entire life, right? Thoughts that are false or not real begin to come inside your head. You begin to believe them, and then it generates inside the body. The body, sickness and disease thrives inside the body. Right? So we have to learn to eliminate that completely. Right? So we get to a place where there's no negative thoughts allowed inside the mind at all. Right? So we learn to go from that into that. There are techniques out there right now. Several techniques that you could be using in order to get control over your mind. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at somebody that's looking for more control over their life. In all areas, I'm looking at money is a key factor. The past is a key factor. And I'm looking at wanting life to get better in the future. The cards are making an L shape going down. So in the future, sometimes we have to go down to go up. Right? So sometimes if you didn't, how could you enjoy this if you didn't know this? Right? So do you see how we have to understand and go through times like this, right? In order to understand what it's like to be free from toxic thoughts, negative ways of being, laziness. I'm looking at laziness in your field. I'm looking at laziness in your field. So we don't want to use any type of negative words inside the mind about your experience. So we want to be positive, uplifting, and we want to see we want to look at the path forward going to fix whatever it is you've got going on. Right? So most people are just sitting around waiting for things to happen. This is that energy sitting around just like waiting for things to happen. Right? This is needed sometimes, but most people take it too far to a toxic level. Right? And so most people are sitting around, don't have a job, don't have any type of income besides the government. Somebody's on disability, right? So we waste life like that, right? That's what keeps you stuck and stagnant in life, and it keeps you in this. Looking at some type of balance is popping up for you. This is coming in upside down. All right, so what we want to do is we want to be the juggler. Life is a big juggling act. Learning how to balance all aspects of your life. Learning how to balance your work life with your personal life. with your children, with your spiritual advancements, with your understanding of reality itself. So we have many things that we have to learn to juggle in life, balance life. So I'm looking at this coming in upside down. It's being highlighted for specific reasons because it lays a game plan so that now you understand which direction we need to be focusing on. When we're confronted with the mirror, and that's what these readings are, this is the sacred mirror. I am reflecting back the things that you won't tell your own self inside the mind. You won't be honest with yourself about. Also, we're illuminating the future, which is dark. Can't see it. So as we bring our awareness to these understandings about reality, what we need to heal from the past, what we need to let go of, what do we need to work on to get going in the future. Bam! Equilibrium is achieved. Right? And then a new path begins to unfold like a beautiful lotus for you. This is the Sun card, and this is the highest card in its row. This speaks on a new beginning in life, a fresh new start. This speaks on a passion arising inside of you, a fire, something you've never felt before. It's the Kundalini activation, the K-Force. All right, so all of you guys that are looking to get in touch with your higher self, this is the gate. This is the key. A childlike sense of wonder. You must throw away all the foolish things that you've been taught as an adult. All the lies and illusions about what is possible, what is real, what is not real. Right? You've been taught by sick people. Your family's sick. Their family's sick. Your father's father, their father before them, they were all sick. They're sick inside the mind, sick inside the heart, and sick inside the physical body. Right? So we must learn to break away from the reality you're in. This is everybody around you right here. Everyone that you know, that's him right there. Let's learn to pull those through that and ride off into the sunset. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end the reading there. If you guys like the reading and you want to book a full session, there's going to be a link down in the description or the comment section of whatever platform this is on. Guys, when you book a full session with me, I'm going to cover every aspect of your life. We're going to talk about things that nobody else in the world would know. All right, I'm going to answer every question that you're going to ask in the session before you ask it. All right, I will see you guys soon. Enjoy your immortality.